foul. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah, lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
And the Buffalo Bills. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Carr now on first down. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The first carry now, this is Hill. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down. On play action, it's Carr out to his left. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And here come the Bills. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try and at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, here's Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. The play clock's running down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll buy some time right. Now he's got his man complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Brockers able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing his car on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Defense showing blitz. They'll run here with Mixon. Room here to run. The 20. Oh, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. A toss play to Mixon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked on by Trey Boston. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be at the end.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head-scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
This is McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shane Ray in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, and the pressure gets to him again. Michael Brockers in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket.
There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. Spinning past him. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. They
start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll lose lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On play action, now Carr. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And nearly picked off. A defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Fresh set of downs here. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Rodgers. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the overtime. He definitely wants that one back.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Michael Brockers getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Being chased out left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
319. Box it. Right. Hey, check 26. Hey, 50. Over. Quick, guys. Hurry up.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now Mixon. And down he'll go at the 25. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On the toss, Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Again, it's Mixon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Thompson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Rodgers now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Reggie Ragland not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now it's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
319! 319!
Throwing on third and long. Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He got 29 yards that time.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's going to let this one go deep. A swing pass caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided better pull.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Dancing to his left. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 17. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Escaping the pressure. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Carr. And this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The Broncos' offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 17-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On first down, Carr. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, here's Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Carr. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And now a 1st down following that long gain. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. From midfield, here's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On play action, now Carr. And he's going to have to eat this this one is down he goes. Michael Brockers. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Bills on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing now is Carr. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Rodgers throwing here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.